Vaughn gains about 4 on the play, and Gretna takes their last time out.
Let's hold it right here. We'll just hold it here as the Hawks have used their last time out. You know, Larry, we've our football team. You know, we suffered 2 losses this year. One of those was a team playing today.
Yeah.
And one of them was a team that went deep into the West Virginia state playoffs. We lost to 2 quality football teams. And I'll tell you something. There's 12 other teams, if we can win this one, that lost to a quality football team. And that's ours.
Second down and 6 now from the 36-yard line of Gretna. Wing back on the right, split backs, unbalanced line, strong side to the right, handoff to Clark running right. He's looking for a block, and he breaks the tackle and gets down close to the 31-yard line. It's going to be a couple yards short.
Well, we've got 2 downs to get it.
Gain of 5 on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 2 for Gate City.
Clock runs 4:10, and when you're ahead, Larry, it don't run fast enough.
No, I'm looking at it there, and I think, goodness, it should have been long. Devils go double wing. Vaughn, the standing back behind Bowen. We put Clark in motion, running to her right. Hand off to Vaughn. He's got a first down. He's almost into the end zone, but he stopped short on a shoestring tackle, just short of the 15-yard line. Stopped at the 17. It'll be 1st and 10, Gate City from the Gretna 17. Gretna out of timeout.
You know what they're about out of?
They're about out of this stadium.
They're about out of their hope of winning their championship that we're about ready to snatch from them.
Be 2nd down, and be 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line of Gretna. And Dusty Clark, no, he doesn't. I thought that was 10 split out here. We're in a double wing. Vaughn the standing back. We put Dusty Clark, and we have a delay of game, I think, on Gate City. Yeah, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, and Nick's going to ask, because Nick was watching the back judge, who counts it down a 5 count.
Yeah.
And he only counted a 3 count. And this is the same thing that happened last week. And we got penalized 5 yards. And, maybe they only count it down to 3, but I thought it was a 5 count.
Yeah, I did too.
And Coach Housewright's going to ask for a timeout because we need to get this clarified for the last 3 minutes. Timeout on the field. We'll take a 30-second break.
We're back as the referee is over talking to Coach Housewright to try to explain why they give a hand signal that shows 5 seconds and only count off 3 seconds.
And then throw the flag.
And then throw the flag.
And they did the same thing last week in the Radford game, because that irked me a little bit in that game, just like it does this.
Yeah, I know. That's the reason we need the play clock.
Yeah, you got a facility like this with play clocks, and they can't operate them today.
So the Devils will be penalized back to the 22. And it'll be 1st down and 15. And I don't know what kind of explanation they give Housey, but
I guarantee it wasn't good enough.
Oh no! I mean, how could it be? I think he's going to go back there and tell his back judge. Now, when you do that, you got to count off 5 seconds. But that don't give us the 5 yards back.
Right. And the 5 yards is not horribly critical.
Well, it may not really even have a bearing on this ball game.
And it probably won't. But still, yeah.
That stops the clock for one thing. So,
anyway,
Devils go full house. 2 tight ends. Put Dusty Clark in motion. Hand off to Vaughn running right. Breaks inside the 20 down to the 19. Gretna's out of timeouts. Clock will run. Gains about 3. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 12.
Okay, 8 seconds. 3:08 on the clock when they chopped it.
You watching the official? You watching the clock counting them off?
2:43 is when we have to snap it. 2:44.
Devils go full house, 2 tight ends again, and this time put Dusty Clark. Hand off on a quick opener. That time to Seth Clark, I believe, out of the right halfback spot. He gets it down to the 15. Gains about 4. It'll be 3rd down and 8. And the clock runs. We're down to 2:28.
Okay. So 2:03 we have to snap it.
We have some unusual music in the... Now we go double wing with unbalanced line, strong side to the left. We'll put her back in motion to the weak side. Vaughn behind a block, and he's tripped up short of the 10 at about the 11. Gained about 4, but needed a little bit more.
Well, let's see.
Going to be 4th down at about 4.
You don't risk kicking anything
no,
here.
Not here.
You go for it. No, you don't.
Probably don't even risk putting it in the air.
No.
You just run it.
Just run it and let them have it back. If you don't get it.
Inside a minute 30 left in the game. Gate City on top, 27-17. We go split backs, 2 wide outs to the left, unbalanced line, strong side to the left. Handed off to Clark, and he's going to be tackled at the 10, so Gate City will turn it over on down.
That's quite all right. If they can score 11 points in a minute and 12 seconds with no timeouts, I want to know how they done. I'll tell you one thing. I'd play them back, and, and just Miller wants to run it now, let him run it. I don't
play him deep.
Don't rush him hard.
Yeah.
Just make him,
Yeah, they're going to play 2 safeties.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Going to cover 2. Minute 12. Now they move one of the safeties up closer to the line of scrimmage. And Miller drops back, looks, throws a long pass down the field. The man is open. Pass is a little too long, incomplete, and we're getting beat bad. He had a couple of steps on our defensive man. But you got to hit him.
Boys, they've got good speed. They're hard to keep up with. I'm telling you something. Holding that bunch to 17 points, that's a pretty good effort.
Yeah, you're right.
That's a pretty dang good effort.
I'm going to look and see if. Yeah, the lowest total they've had all year has been 28.
Yeah. Holding them to 17 is good day's work.
Miller throws a little square end pass. We miss a tackle. Pass complete to Tony Miller. And he's going to be close to a 1st down.
It's all right. We'll give him that short stuff.
Be 1st and 10 for Gretna to 20, and we're under a minute to go here.
Stop the clock!
Miller, clock's not running.
It is now.
Flare out pass. And we slow him down, throw him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss. Blitzaw on the tackle.
No, Logan Russell.
Was it? Logan Russell.
Yeah.
Blitzaw gets the assist.
Big play by Russell there. Got him by the shirt, wouldn't let him go.
Loss back to the 18, and the officials have had a lot more trouble in this game than they had in the first game we watched.
Yeah. Yeah, the clock didn't start a minute ago, and Coach Housewright wanted a little clock run off, and he ain't.
Don't yet. Don't get a 15-yard penalty now, Coach. We don't need that.
Coach getting a little age on
There
him,
you
too.
go. He's trying to get him. Yeah, getting like me. His hair's getting thin too.
But it's
2nd down and 12 for Gretna. Miller drops straight back, looks, runs into his own man. Now he takes off running, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds, short of the 30 at the 20. about the 28-yard line. Going to be second down about 2. Down to 20.2 seconds to go. And Coach Kevin Saunders has yet to beat Gate City.
Yep. He ain't going to do it this year.
Miller waits on the snap, has 4 wideouts. This one on this side started early, no flag. Now Miller throws the pass down the middle. That is tipped up in the air, incomplete. Devils with 2 deep safeties almost came up with an interception.
That would have been a fitting way to end it.
Uh-huh.
Well,
we may break into song here at the end of this game.
No, we're not. I've done real good today, keeping myself in check, just for all the people that don't like it when I don't.
I'm trying to keep my composure. That's hard to do, too. 4th down play here. 4th and 2. Miller looks, throws a pass. It's going to be incomplete. His receiver never saw it. Gate City takes over on down.
Yeah, you know what? We just won the state championship.
You can't tell over our mics that there's Gate City fans in there. In here, I'll just let you know it's not me and Mark.
I don't think.
But we are just as happy as the rest because the Blue Devils are going to win the Group A Division II state championship. The first for Coach Bill Housewright. We won't be able to do like they did in the previous game. We won't be able to stay on the air for 45 minutes to get Coach Housewright up here.
No.
But the Devils are in the victory formation.
The victory formation, and it is really sweet.
Dusty Clark takes the knee.
And the Blue Devils
win. Gate City has defeated Gretna by a score of 27-17 to win the Group A Division II state championship. And I believe I counted today, Mark, I think there's 16 seniors on this team.
Yep.
And that has to be a great feeling for those 16 seniors.
Oh, well, Larry, those 16 seniors were 16 freshmen 4 years ago when they played on this very field on a night very similar to this. And you know,
really got steamrolled.
Yeah, we got embarrassed that night, and I know a lot of things have been, you know, played, games and stuff since then. But in the back of your mind, that's got to be there a little bit. And, you know, congratulations certainly to the Blue Devils on a 5th state championship in 40 years.
Yeah, 5 out of 8 times. That's not a bad percentage.
No. We've got there 5 times, or 8 times. We've won it 5 times. You know, 8 times in 40 years, like I said, that's getting there 1 time every 5 years, and we've won 5 of them. There's other schools that's won more.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
But I'll tell you one thing about all those schools. You don't have to deal with them year in and year out like you do Gate City.
No, like we said, this is the 30th appearance in the state tournament, only bested by what used to be AAA Hampton, is now Division 5 Hampton, and always been a powerhouse at that level. And yeah. Gate City, just an old bunch of country boys.
That's right.
That you know, I heard that coach from the Riverheads today talking about his kids just came to work every day, like, you know. These guys do too. There's nothing fancy about this team or this coaching staff, and there hadn't been from Coach Fry all the way through. We go run different offenses. We're mainly a team that keeps the ball on the ground and grinds it out, and that today turned out to be our best asset.
Oh, we knew coming in if we had to control the football. The less times they had it, you know, obviously the better off we were going to be. And great game plan, great execution, no turnovers, about as well as we could play. And we said we would have to play about as well as
Yep.
we could play, and we did that.
Another thing, Mark, I hate to cut you off there, but we got plenty of time. Alan's got
Sure.
money. The Blue Devil defense, I thought, did an excellent job.
No.
I mean, you know, we gave up the long touchdown run and the long touchdown pass. But other than that, they have done a great job on controlling the speed and the passing game